Good afternoon, everybody. Yep, I'm running a little late. I went to print out some questions and my printer didn't like the power being off, so it complained and it's having issues, so I couldn't print out the questions. But we'll see what we can do. I got my trusty iPad and I think I can pull them up on Slack from Liz and Patty. So everybody get in here. Let's see what we can do. I hope I can get into my iPad. Press home to open. There we are. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm pulling up our newest tool. I don't know if you can see it or not, because there we go. Let me see if I can make this thing be in the center. There it is. That's our new vase for our rubber swisher. And it's the same color as the handle. We thought gray would go with everything, because that's the new neutral, you know? So that's where we are with that. Let me see if I can find my Slack. Go here. Sorry, y'all. Just wouldn't print. It just complained and carried on. And I have a plug-in right beside the printer plug-in that actually is on the generator. So I may plug my printer in there. So, okay, I got the questions here. I got lots of them. So, let's talk a little bit about what day it is. Today is Thursday. It's our errand day. But it's also 12 days to Christmas. 12 whole days to Christmas. Our fly shop closes on Tuesday, is our last day to place an order. We're going to take all the orders that were on Tuesday. We're going to fill them on Wednesday, the 19th. And then we're going to get them shipped out to you. And you got to get your orders in. If you haven't placed your calendar order for the new year, 2019, will be here soon. Get your calendar ordered now, because if not, you're going to go to put something on your calendar for March or February and you're not going to have anything to write on but your wall. And that's terrible. You've had 5 months. I've give you a grace period every year. The extra pages in the calendar don't cost you any more. We're going to sell it at that price regardless. I do that as a benefit to you, so that you don't have to order, so that you don't have to be stressed out. This shirt ain't doing right. I don't like the way that looks right there. Okay, let's see if that's better. Yes, I'm a perfectionist. I want to look good for you on camera. My hair was sticking up. I've tried to wet it. It's not working. Anyway, we got 12 days till Christmas. And I know some of you are in a panic, but it's Christmas. It's like this all the time. Do you hear me? We do this to ourselves every single time. And it's time for you to sit back. I want you to get a notebook, empty piece of paper, and let's start making a list. You got it? So, are you traveling? This is all in your holiday control journal. You can do it all out of your holiday control journal, but you haven't looked at it, have you? You printed it out. You even downloaded it, but you never printed it out. There's lots of reasons But it's time to get some stuff done. Do you hear me? It's time. So, are you having to travel for Christmas? Have you got to go somewhere? Do you need to buy tickets? Do you need to get the car serviced? Let's get on that right now, because you don't want to get on the road. I am so blessed that I got new tires put on my truck a couple of weeks ago before this big snow, because I can go anywhere in the snow. I mean anywhere. And I'm not going, I'm driving to Asheville. So my car's got to be filled up before Christmas gets here, and it's on a half a tank right now, so I'm good to go. So what have you got to do? Are people coming to your house? Well, are they going to be staying at your house? Let's focus on getting your clean sheets on the bed, clean towels in the rooms for them, so that you're not running around like a chicken with its head cut off when they get there. This is all about keeping you calm and stress-free. It's just this simple. So, let's put these things on a list. Get your car serviced, get the car filled up, address your extra bedroom if you need people. My son's got people coming from, he's got every extra space in his house ready for company. Every one of them, I'm telling you. Every single one is getting ready for company. So, get your sheets all washed up. If you're going to be setting a pretty table, make sure your napkins and your tablecloths are clean and ironed. And I don't iron them. I put them in the dryer. That's the shortcut to that. Okay, what's next? You got your menu planned? Sit down right now and think about what you're going to cook and how you're going to get the family there helping you. Or are you just taking one dish to somebody's house? Then just process that. Get those items on your grocery list so you can get that stuff in the house this week, maybe today. And you can get all that ready to go. I mean, I cooked my whole Thanksgiving dinner starting 2 weeks ahead of time. You got 12 days. You have no excuse. I cooked one item a day. One item a day. And it made Thanksgiving Day a piece of cake. Now, what are you cooking? I mean, you got to have a grocery list for what you're feeding people. And they don't just eat dinner. They have to eat breakfast and lunch and dinner, and you need plenty of snacks in the house. So think about that. Put that on your list. Are there any items that you need to order? You need to get them ordered right now. I'm not ordering anything on Amazon right now because they can't get up my driveway. And I don't want my poor old UPS driver to have to walk up my driveway. That's not right for Bubba. That's just not right. So I'm holding, stuff that I normally would order. It's not stuff for gifts. It's just stuff that I order. I'm not ordering anything right now. Not a thing. Because I don't want Bubba to get stuck coming up my driveway, and I definitely don't want him falling in my driveway because it's dangerous. It really is dangerous. So I'm not ordering right now because I pretty much got all my orders done. But Amazon has got free shipping for everybody. Don't know how they do it. It would put us out. It would put Fly Lady in the grave. We've tried to do free shipping. We just can't figure out how to do it. We just can't do it because we try to give you as many discounts as we can and good prices on everything, and we do appreciate all of you. And one of the questions I noticed will be keeping the complete cleaning package, which is $75 off right now, up after Christmas. And I said, yes, we will keep it up until the new year. So folks, if you get money for Christmas and you want to buy that for yourself, then we're going to have it up for you. And after the new year, we'll decide what we're going to do with it. Let's see. What else you got to do for Christmas? Wrapping presents. Sometimes you just have a hard time sitting down to wrap presents, and you make it harder on yourself by doing marathon wrapping. I mean, doing a marathon wrap, spending 3 or 4 hours in one position. Don't do that. Stand up at your kitchen counter. Do it at your kitchen counter. And take a break in between times. It's the only way to wrap presents is to take breaks. Lots of breaks. And a fun way to make bows is my special way. I haven't done a video yet, but did you know if you measure from, hold it just a second. I got some ribbon right here. I don't have a box, but I do have ribbon. And this is my favorite ribbon. It is a 2 1/4 inch wide wired ribbon. I'm trying to find the beginning. I'll probably get glitter all over me. But did you know that if you measure from the tip of your nose and turn your head this way, that this is 3 feet? If I had a yardstick, it would be pretty much 3 feet. Just like that. 3 feet. I do that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even have scissors in here. And then I would cut that off. But here's how I would tie the bows. I would wrap it around the package in the crisscross fashion like we like. And then I would just do this with bunny ears. Tie a bow. See it? Make it tight. And then make more bunny ears right on top of it. See them? Something's falling. Again. Make it tight. There you go. Then I would do it again. Watch this. More bunny ears. I do it 4 or 5 times according to how big the package is. And just keep going. Here we go again. 4 times. This is wired ribbon. Don't know where I learned this, but I learned it a long time ago. So here you have it. That's 4 times. And then you just have to fluff your bow on the top of your package. All the way around on the top of the package. And if you don't tie any hard knots in it, since I didn't have a box and you don't tie any hard knots in it, it's hard to do without it sitting down. I'm trying to show you how I'm doing it. And you just fluff this bow up. Even if you have to cram them all in a big box, put them in the car, this is still gonna, you can fluff it all up when you get there. See? It doesn't look that pretty right now, but I promise you, it really looks pretty on a box with brown paper. And then when you want to undo the bow, you just have to do this. It's done. There you have it. That's how I tie my bows. And people reuse my bows all the time. So wrapping packages, that's another thing you got to get on this. If you haven't sent out your Christmas card yet, go for it. Do 5 an hour. Just do 5 at a time. And get them ready to go. What else is there? Start washing your hands really well. If you're out in the public much, when you come home and as you leave the store, wash your hands often. Use hand sanitizer and wash your hands. I love gift cards too. I adore gift cards. This year I gave cash though sometimes. Okay, I'm going to pull up some questions. Okay, let's get some questions answered. Okay, while helping others, someone asked, I don't know who it is. I like to have the names of people, y'all. If it's the same people, how do you know we are truly helping and not just being taken advantage of? Well, being taken advantage of is in the eyes of the receiver. You can't read their mind, but God can read your heart. And you have to do things out of love. Now, I was told a long time ago that if I were to help my sister, I was just going to end up killing her. And I don't believe that. I believe I needed to not feel bad if she asked me for something. And if she asked me, I did it with a loving heart. And my whole purpose was, what would Jesus do? Jesus would help people. And he'd talk to them with some tough love, but he would still help people. So you can't, even if you are being taken advantage of, the Lord knows your heart. So don't harden your heart against somebody that needs a lot of help. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Whenever my sister would ask me for $50, I would give her more than what she asked for. So you got to do what's best for you, not what's best for them. You've got to do what's best for you, because you do not want to harden your heart to the needs of others. That's not good. Okay. Because it really doesn't matter if you're being taken advantage of. It doesn't matter. In the long run, it really doesn't. Okay. My friend wanted to know how to get the smell of a sick child out of the back seat of her car. Well, folks, that one almost made me throw up. Just the thought of it. I would try baking soda. I would take a sunny day and I would sprinkle baking soda all over the back seat and let that sit, and then take your rubber scrubber, wherever my rubber scrubber is. I'm trying to find it. Take your rubber scrubber and brush it off. Now, if it still smells bad, I would probably get some Nature's Miracle, which is a pet stain remover. It's just enzymes. It's according to what they got sick on when they threw up. If it was milk and stuff, you're probably going to have a hard time. But Nature's Miracle might work. I would try dog Nature's Miracle first, and then I would try cat. But I would just use plain baking soda first. And just let it air. Sun is good. The sun is good. And then you might have to get one of those handheld vacuum things that puts out a little water. I used to have one, and it's for spot cleaning, and it does a great job. I think I already answered this one. Will the complete cleaning system sale end after Christmas? It will not end before Christmas. It will end sometime after Christmas, but I'm hoping to keep it up till the new year. Question. I want to give a Fly Lady book, to my book club members for gifts this year. Which one do you recommend? Well, my new book is coming out the 18th, hopefully. And, Evil works hard to try to stop things from happening. Did I ever tell you the story about our body clutter book? I bet I didn't. Our body clutter book was scheduled to be debuted October the 5th, 3rd or 5th or something. It was early October one year in Baltimore. And we had ordered 16,000 books because y'all all said you wanted a book. And of those 16,000 books, we were going to take about 1,000 of them to Baltimore because we're expecting about 800 people to the big event at the Inner Harbor, at which point we're getting ready to go, and the books aren't coming in. They'd been ordered in plenty of time. Our local printer had printed them up, sent the guts off and the covers off to get them bound. They were bound in Nashville. And they're coming back from Nashville by way of Atlanta, and the truck crashed. The truck hit a car of a man who had died of a heart attack, and his car spun around. The truck hit him. The driver of the truck lost both his legs in the accident because he topped the hill and hit this car. And every one of our books, except 300, now this was 10 pallets of books stacked 4 feet high. 10 pallets of books. We took a whole weekend long searching through the books with rubber gloves on, trying to find enough books to take to Baltimore. And we found 250 to 300 of them. Every book was ruined. I mean, crushed. Some of them were accordion crushed and fanned open. It was devastating. But what can you do? You just have to get on with it. So we immediately paid the money to get the books reprinted again. It wasn't our printer's fault. It wasn't the driver's fault. It was just, well, personally, I think it was evil working overtime, trying to stop a wonderful book from getting out there. Well, stuff happens, and I look at it for what it is. We're here to try to help people, and when things stand in our way, I know who's doing it. So, what book to get your book group? Well, it's according if they want to deal with health issues. I would get them body clutter. If they're dealing with house issues, I probably wouldn't give them Sync Reflections, but that's my first book, and it's a really good book. And it's the beginning of the flying journey, you know? The new book is coming out the 18th. If they're not all sold out before you can order them, it would be a great book, and it's a good price on Amazon. I think it's like $10 on Amazon. Why does evil work overtime? Evil wants you to live in chaos. Look at me close. Evil wants you in chaos. Because when you're in chaos, you can't do nice things for other people. Because you're too busy trying to put out fires everywhere. When you're in chaos, you can't lovingly take care of people. When you're stressed out, you're mean to your family. You're hateful. But when you're calm and cool and put together and able to survive a snowstorm where you get 15 inches just before Christmas, when that happens, hey, chaos isn't going to win. Evil is not going to take over your lives and make you say ugly things. Getting rid of chaos puts the devil in his place because your home is peaceful. You know, one of my favorite Christmas carols And I've asked Benjamin's girlfriend to sing it for me. She is a beautiful singer. I mean, I can't wait. She's going to try out for The Voice. And when she does, I'm going to be counting on all of you. She has this beautiful voice, and I have asked her to sing me my favorite Christmas carol, which is Let There Be Peace on Earth. And let it begin with you. Because if you're peaceful, the rest of your home is peaceful. You know what they say in the South, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Well, we can be happy. We can be happy in our own skin. We can be happy with the way our house looks if we just take these baby steps. Now, if your friends really want to, if you want to take baby steps together through the first month of the year, then get them the baby step book, From Chaos to Clean and 31 Easy Baby Steps. So we have a book for every stage you are. And that's really a great book for starting over, jumping back in and doing what we need to do. So we've got a book for you. But maybe you want to give out, if your book group's about 12 people, buy 3 of each book and y'all swap them around and share them. That way you could get each person would get to read each book. And every third month, just trade. And then after 4 months, then you could have a book group about it. Okay, let me pull up some more questions. What should I have in a guest bedroom? Should there be a pamper box with lotion, bottled water, face wipes? Well, that's a wonderful idea. It's a great idea. Having a little gift basket there with all the stuff, maybe new toothbrushes. You never know when you're going to forget something. So a little bottle of mouthwash. Go to the sample shelves in Walmart or the dollar store and just get some little bottles of things and put them in a basket. Because that would be a wonderful thing. And pink rags. That would be cute in that basket too. Okay. I like having bottled water in my room because I always forget to bring a bottle with me to bed. Okay, let's see. How do you go about picking out a new motto for each year? Now, this is an interesting process for me. I always ask you for recommendations, and I use parts of them, but what I do when it comes right down to that last week before January 1st, I start every morning with a prayer, and I ask the Holy Spirit to send me that motto. And all one morning I'll wake up and it'll be there right then. I mean, it's an amazing process. Now, be careful with fresh flowers for the guest room. I've had people put fresh flowers in my room before, and I was allergic to the stamens in the daylilies and different things. So you got to be careful about putting fresh flowers. You just want to be careful. And you might put a greenery arrangement of some kind. So that's how I pick a motto. I know when I know when I know. And I don't force it. What is the difference between chaos to clean and the I can't read it all. I can't read all your questions. For some reason, I just can't read it all. You might try, instead of putting flowers in that room, Maybe a small little Christmas tree. Something the kids make. Something fun. Maybe a wreath. Something simple, but don't forget about it if it's a live wreath. So that's how I pick out the motto. I don't try to push it because that messes up with the muse, the Holy Spirit, pretty much. And I just let it happen. And in the last 15 years, I've not missed one yet. Okay, next question. When do you think it's safe to put kids' gifts under the tree? Well, if it's, you can always put kids' gifts under the tree, just don't put you could put numbers on them and not names. And then they wouldn't know. Don't put them in gift bags because they can easily check in gift bags. But you could wrap them up and then stick them in another box and wrap them up, and that makes it harder for them to see. But cheating's not fun. But seeing the presents under the tree is fun. It's anticipation. It's all about. And then you could sabotage the presents with jingle bells on them. So you would hear them if they rattled. If they picked them up, you would hear them. So it could be a fun game for all of you. And you could put numbers on them, and you could reverse the numbers. If your firstborn child is number 1 and your fourth born is number 4, then flip the numbers around or just give them random numbers. And they'll never know what's going on. Just code them. Is it necessary to pre-wash dishes before they go in the dishwasher? My husband and I don't agree about this, and he complains that I don't do it right. Well, then let him do it. Just let him do it. If he doesn't like the way you do it, then let him do it. My husband, he'll unload the dishwasher. He'll load the dishwasher. He can't get as much in the dishwasher as I can because he has to have it a certain way. And I like the dog food cans to get washed in the dishwasher. I can't stand the smell of the dog food cans. So I like things pre-washed. And I just drop things in my hot soapy water. And then when I take them out, they're pre-washed. I don't really have to do anything. And Robert got me a new dishwasher detergent this week. And I've never used it before. And I told him I reserved the right to nix it. I would use it, this bin of it. But I wasn't going to, if it didn't clean the dishes the way I like them, I was going to go back to my Cascade. So if he complains, then say, honey, maybe you can just load the dishwasher for me all the time if I don't do it to suit you. He probably won't like that either. Perfectionists never do. How do I get my family to help me with the dishes after a big holiday dinner? There's not that many. I mean, I don't like people to help me in the kitchen after a big holiday dinner. I like to do things a certain way. I want to wash my silverware. I want to wash my glasses separately. I want to wash my glasses first. I like to line everything up. The main thing for me, I won't help putting stuff away. And I don't like leftovers. So I always have a box of Ziploc bags. And I have a brown paper sack with handles. And I make a bag for each person to take home with them. So when you're putting your meal away, getting it off the table or off the buffet table, that's when I divide things up. If we've got 3 families there, I'll divide each thing up into 3 parts. And we keep a little bit for one meal is all we do. And then there you got it. Now, I also have some little bento boxes that I can make plates to go in the freezer for later, which is great if you're going to take something to a neighbor that can't get out. You can put together some dishes like that and freeze them or take them to them right then. or have somebody deliver them while you're doing the cleanup. But main thing is get the meal put away. And then if you've done all your pots and pans, cleanup is a breeze, and you've got an empty dishwasher. Now let me tell you my secret for washing my china. I wash my china. It's got a little gold ring around it. I wash it in the dishwasher without any detergent. Just hot water. And guess what? It gets clean. I even put my silver in the dishwasher too, but I don't put the hollow knives. The shaft will break out of those. So I wash those by hand, but the silver can go in the dishwasher with no soap. No dishwasher liquid, no dishwasher powder or tabs. And that's my tip. And you don't have to wash them all at one time. Like I said, I got a sink full of hot soapy water, and I put all my plates down in there, and I can put all my silverware in one of my casserole dishes with water on top of them, and everything's going to be clean then. And you just go through it. And Robert and I usually get it done by the time it's time to go to bed. But we've taken our time about it. We haven't pushed ourselves hard. And then the next morning, I'll get everything and I'll put it all away before 10 o'clock. I had rather not have anybody in the kitchen. Then that way, if you break something, you're only mad at yourself. You're not upset with anybody else. See? It's all in. But they can help you put the food away. And that's a big part of the cleanup. Okay. My kids can't come on Christmas due to the prices of air travel. Is it okay to leave my decorations up until later in January for them to? Of course it is. What a great idea. You're spreading Christmas out a long time. I have one friend from my dentist office when her son was little. He's in college now. But she told me this many years ago. They would not leave their house on Christmas Day. They stayed home so he could play with his toys. And on Sunday before, they would go to one grandparent's house because they all lived local. And then Sunday after, they would go to the other grandparent's house. Now, how sweet is that? You get to spread Christmas over a whole week, 8 days. And it's a wonderful time. I I love the Hallmark Channel. And there was one movie many years ago where they had Christmas in October. Christmas in October. Because a child was sick. And they didn't know if she would make it till Christmas. We got lots to be thankful for, y'all. So they had Christmas in October. And she lived and she wrote a book about it. So there was a good story. But the main thing is, you can have Christmas anytime. Don't play the martyr. Just say, I'm going to leave my Christmas up. I'm going to pretend like it's December. Don't care what anybody else says. It's Christmas to you. If you've got family that are in the military and won't be home for Christmas, you might not want to leave it up till July, but I've heard people having Christmas in July too. Okay, how do I keep up with my routines when I have family in my home for the holidays? Well, you got to get up 15 minutes before the family. You need to do that for you. You need to get in the bathroom. You need to get yourself dressed. You need to make sure before they get there all the laundry is done so that you have outfits picked out for every day. For how long they're going to be there, you might want to label all your outfits. This is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is my Christmas outfit. This is Christmas Eve. And know what you're going to wear. And so that you're dressed to your lace-up shoes with your hair and face fixed And then you're not battling for bathroom time. And you got your menus planned, and you know what you're going to cook because you're going to grab it out of the freezer and it's going to be able to put it in the oven, and you're going to be good to go. Good to go. How fun is that? But you just got to do your routines. And if somebody wants to help you, then hand them the mop and let them dust mop or wet mop even. Show them how we wet mop without sweeping the floor. You might be able to teach Grandma a few tricks. You know, new tricks. What is the best tool, Fly Lady tool, to give my best friend? I was thinking the calendar, but I love, love, love the feather duster too. Well, the calendar is a good gift. If you've never used our calendar, it is an amazing gift for those who need big to be able to be. Will we actually keep our Christmas up until the day before school? Well, that's a good idea too. We have a big calendar with lots of room to write things on. That's a favorite tool. Another favorite tool, yes, you know it's true, is my purple rags. I love these purple rags. They do such a great job of windows. In fact, the lady that has the problem with the back seat smelling because their child got sick, I'd use a purple rag to wipe down the seat too, because it's going to grab stuff like you wouldn't believe. And you may need to take this, going back to that one, I just thought of this, you may need to take the seat out and set it in a sunbeam and let it air out, because throw up could have gone underneath the seat and down on the floorboard underneath the seat. Let's see, what else? The purple rags is a favorite thing. And if they're older, I mean, this is a great tool here. It's $12, and then you get to take 20% off. So it's about $10. It's less than $10. And this will keep you from climbing because, it fits. If you buy the handle with, you've got an extension handle on it. This thing comes off right here, and this screws into it. And when you do that, you've got like 15 feet of, maybe not that. Well, this is almost 3 feet, and this would be close to 12. I don't know. It's long. Let me see if I can. That's a good 5 feet right there. So it's 8 feet stretch length. Ew. That's weird sounding. Anyway, there you have it. But any of our tools are fun. If they like to stay organized, Office in a Bag is a great tool to give them. But the purple rags, they're going to make everything better, because you never have to use another paper towel or another washcloth. I mean, I use them in my bathtub. I use them in my kitchen. I use them in my car. Use them everywhere. And they make a good wrapping paper for a package. Now, another thing I want you to think about when wrapping, instead of squaring things up, because, you know, we like things to be perfect, think about doing a diagonal. This is a way to save paper. You do a diagonal, and you would wrap it envelope style. See? It would look just like an envelope. And then you tie your bow around it. And you could use a purple rag to do that. Let's see. What else? Any more questions? Can the live videos be viewed on an... Of course they can. Go to YouTube. Use the YouTube app. It's great because all our videos go onto YouTube. I download them from Facebook, and put them onto YouTube. I also embed them on our website under the live feature on the home page. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see the Fly Lay live videos. Okay. I'm about out of words. How about y'all? Got any more questions? 12 days and counting. You can do this. You do it every year, but this year I want you to be calm. I want you to be calm and sweet and loving. You can do this. You really can. So y'all, spend some time making your list of everything you need to get done. 5 minutes sitting down with a pen and a piece of paper is going to save you more time in the long run, because you're not going to be running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Do you hear me? You're going to have a purpose. You're going to look at your list, and maybe you're going to make a game out of it and number all of them and pull out a number and go process it. You can do it. I love you all. And just enjoy this time together. Get your kitchen clean and make some cookies with the kids. They're going to remember that more than anything. I mean, my cookie dough's sitting in the refrigerator right now. I just have to chop it up and bake some cookies. Queenie's got a question. I'm looking for it. I'm not the same time every day except on Thursdays, and I try to come on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because I have lots of sometimes I come on really early in the morning. Sometimes I come on about 11 o'clock. You can do it. I need some water. Oh, I forgot I put vitamin C in it. It got me. Let your timer be your best friend right now. Set your timer for 2 minutes or 3 minutes and just get up and do things. Just get up and do things. And we have our new tool. Our new tool, our pink rags is one of them. And where is the other one? Oh, it's under Safari. Our vase for our rubber swisher. This is so cool. We have looked for this for a very, very long time. Okay, somebody just said they don't know where to start. Let's go through crisis cleaning 101, folks. It's going to take me longer to tell you how to do it than it does to do it. First thing you do is get dressed to lace up shoes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Put on those lace up shoes and be dressed. And you might not want long sleeves. You might want 3/4 length sleeves because you're going to get your hands in some dishwater. First thing you're going to do is you're going to set your timer for 15 minutes. You taking notes on this? 15 minutes. Then you're going to go into your kitchen. You're going to go into your kitchen and you're going to fill up the sink with hot soapy water. While the sink is filling up with water, you're going to empty the dishwasher and get the dirty dishes, the clean dishes put away. You're going to go around clockwise around your kitchen and you're going to put all the dirty dishes in the sink and then start putting them in the dishwasher. Then you're going to wipe down the counters. You're going to spend 15 minutes in your kitchen. And when the timer goes off, I want you to go to your living room. And you're going to spend 15 minutes in your living room. That's it. 15 minutes. Clear off the flat surfaces. Your flat surfaces are your hot spots. That's where things collect. And then you can dust easily with a feather duster or with a purple rag, either one. And spend 15 minutes in your living room. Timer goes off, stop right there. Don't push yourself to do more in the living room. You're going to get back to it. Then you're going to go to your main bathroom. You're going to clean off the counter. You're going to clean the sink. You're going to wipe down the mirror with your purple rag. And then you're going to clean your toilet. And you're going to clean around the toilet. You're going to spend 15 minutes in your bathroom. You're going to clean all the stuff that's around your bathroom, your bathtub. You're going to clear that off. Even if you just have to put it in a box and stick it in the closet, it's going to make it look cleaner. And then you're going to wipe everything down. If you've got a purple rag, this will clean the soap scum that's on your shower doors and on your shower walls, but you don't have to do it all at one time. You can do it a little bit while you're in there. Now, the timer is going to go off. You've done 45 minutes. Now, this is the one place where you cheat, and I know you cheat. And then you get burnt out and you complain to me that you can't do any more. The next thing you do is you set your timer for 15 minutes, and I want you to put your feet up. I want you to sit down, prop your feet up, get you a cup of water, a cup of something warm and wonderful, and I want you to look around your house with a piece of paper and look and see what else needs to be done. You've worked really hard for 45 minutes. I want you to rest for 15 minutes. And then you can get up and do it again. You can go into the kitchen, living room, bathroom. Now, if you need to go into your bedroom, which nobody's going to go in your bedroom, but another room, you can substitute one of those rooms if they're beginning to look pretty good. And that's crisis cleaning 101. You get your house clean, and you do it and you're staying focused on what you do. Staying focused is the key here. You got to stay focused, because you can't just go from one room to the next room to the next room to the next room. You got to stay focused in one area. I want you to rest for 15 minutes. I know you only want to do 5, but I want you to do 15, because this is going to energize you. It's going to energize you. So take your break, then get up and go back into the kitchen. You don't have to finish, you just have to get it better than it was. And let me tell you a tip for your stove. I have a glass top stove. It's black glass. I use a single edged razor blade. And it gets that stuff off my stove like you wouldn't believe. And then I wipe it down with a purple rag. You can do it. You really can. You don't have to kill yourself to get your house clean. And then once you get it presentable, you got to pick up after yourself. And you've got to direct the children to pick up after themselves. So at the top of every hour, you have them put their toys away. Kids like to play a game. Make it fun. Put on some music. Let them toss things in a basket. You'll be surprised at how well they will do. When you feel yourself getting overwhelmed, you have to stop. Like yesterday, I got overwhelmed at what I had to go do yesterday. And I finally just said to everybody, I need a break. I need to take a break. And I walked out of the room. I know when I start to get overwhelmed. We recognize when we're starting to get overwhelmed. And that's when we need to separate ourselves from what we're doing and bring ourselves back center. Practice breathing. My watch has a breathing app on it. And I can breathe in and breathe out slowly. You can circle the wagons and get yourself back together. I don't want you getting overwhelmed. Little things. Take it easy. You don't have to do much at a time. I didn't shovel much snow, but what snow I shoveled, I did it in small shovels, not great big shovels. Great big shovels wear me out, but a little shovel, I can go out and scoop 10 shovelfuls and come back in. 15 minutes, I go do 10 more. That's how I got my back deck path cleaned. How do you handle animal hair? This is how I handle animal hair. It gets it off my couch. And I also put down a pillow sham on the top of the couch where the cat likes to lay. He thinks he's special because I gave him a special little pillowcase. But it really just keeps his white hair off my red couch. It's this color. I love you all. You can do this. Tips for full-time working mamas. Do you do this routine in the evenings? Well, the main thing, you're usually worn out by the end of the day. So your best tip, you don't crisis clean all the time. That's for emergencies. Crisis cleaning is for emergencies. What I want you to do is establish simple habits, string them into routines, do your morning routine, afternoon routine, and before bed routine. And these routines keep your house on its automatic pilot. You'll be so surprised. It really will help you more than you'll ever know. You can do this. I've done it. Millions of people have done this. You're going through your new book each day. I don't know if I can do that just yet. It's been licensed to another company, so I can't really go through the new book. I might be able to read you an excerpt from it, but I don't think I can go through the whole book. That would not be ethical. But you can download it as a Kindle version. You can get my audio version. I'll read it to you, which I did a pretty good job because I had a good engineer and I had a good producer. And it is really a great book. I can't wait for you to hear it. Y'all, I need a break. I need to go get me some more water that's not going to get my taste buds. But get your vitamin C in it. You got to stay healthy, so wash those hands when you get back from the grocery store. Wipe down those surfaces at the grocery store with little wipes. You got to keep from getting sick. You can do this. Okay, everybody. 12 days and counting. Fly shop closes in 5 days. You can do it. I love you. Bye.